So now let's see the setup of the interference lab. So first, turn on the laser. So once the laser is on, be careful not to look direct into it or the high reflection of the laser. There's two knobs, vertical adjust, horizontal adjust. Turn both or either knob to the such that is pointing at the center of the slit or the aperture. Now let's see how to use the aperture. Here is our aperture. You can simply turning the circle to change to different pattern. And for this continuous pattern, you just keep on turning to see the tendency of that. And also it has the distance and the detail on it. So now let's look at the interference pattern. So if you change to now we're in a double slit with a close double slit, further away, even further away. So basically it means if it's more macro the things get, the smaller the length scale it gets, the more wave-like the light is. Of course, the larger it becomes, the larger distance it becomes, the more particle feature of light becomes. Let's see a continuous pattern. That's the closest two slit that is closest and further apart. Right, let's change to aperture. So first let's see the smallest aperture with one slit. A little bit bigger, even bigger. Same idea, if you have a bigger aperture, that means the light will behave more like a particle. If it's become a smaller aperture, it will be more like a wave. Let's see a continuous change from the small aperture to large aperture. It's cool, isn't it? And let's try different patterns, like this, that one, this one. It's a discovery lab after all, so have fun with it and try to experimenting with it with the, of course, safety precautions. If you want to measure the diffraction pattern or the interference pattern, you can try to use the ruler to measure the distance. Be careful, do not write anything on this screen. You're not supposed to write anything on the screen. If you want to measure something, use this ruler or put a paper on top of it. Don't write on this screen. So suppose this lab gonna be fun and informational. Have fun.